Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Smitty. Um, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. If you're an existing subscriber, thanks for being with me. Today, we're in the next process of our 4L60E build, and we're going to put all the clutch packs together and measure the clearances and make sure that they're within spec. By that time, that'll probably be the end of that video. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, you ready to get at it? Me too. Let's get going. Alright, got the fixture set up just so I have some way to hold this. So we're going to put this... Alright, before we get too far, we need to put the seal in here before we forget. And it is in this kit right here. Now these can come in different colors, but this is what it is basically. Kind of looks like a gear on one side. The only thing you want to do is make sure that it fits your output shaft nice and snug. So this is your output shaft, and it fits right over the top of that. That's what seals the two shafts. Of course, when it's not in this holder, it's not going to be as tight, but it basically sits down in there like that. I usually like them to fit a little bit tighter than that one does, but that's what came in the kit, so we're going to go with it. Alright, so we're going to start with the Overrun clutch. So let's get the steels out. That's a Ford, that's an Overrun, 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 Ford, Ford, and all that's Ford, and then your 3-4. Get them where you can see them. There's your 3 for your Overrun. And there's all your Ford clutches. And then your 3-4s. Alright, I'm going to start with an Overrun steel. Looks like that. Make sure the open spot is in the open spot of the drum. And we're going to leave the Ford sprag out of it right now so we can measure clearances. So start with an Overrun clutch, then another steel, then another Overrun clutch, and then your pressure plate like that. Now the Overrun clutch isn't that critical, but you can measure it. So general rule of thumb is somewhere around 40 thousandths. I've got 29 and 11. That'll be 40 thousandths. So you just want to slide underneath that if you can get to it. There we go. Put it sideways. And like I said, the Overrun's not as critical. But just hold it down, and I can get 40 under it without much problem. General rule of thumb is you don't want more than about 65 thousandths in my opinion. which that one's going to be fine. All right, so let's load up the Ford. And the Ford first gets the wave plate. And I don't know if you can see that it's got a wave in it or not, but that's your wave plate. You can also tell by looking at the wear marks on it. You can tell that it's only touching in a couple of spots. So same thing, your gap here, you need to go in the gap in the drum. Put a wave plate in there. Then a steel. Then just build your clutch. Forward, steel, fiber, steel, fiber, steel, fiber, steel, fiber, and then finally your pressure plate. In case you didn't know, the bevel goes up. Okay, that's your disc side. That's what it rides on. So, okay, your snap ring for that is this big thick one. See how thick that dude is? That's your Ford. And you want the end of that gap to be in the splines. So somewhere in here, make sure it's in there. And this is a Helfer stout spring, so you will need a screwdriver to help you put it in. Just like that. Alright, now you're gonna need some air. So what you want to do is you want to apply this clutch a couple of times. Just like that. Check your overrun while you're there. Alright, now that you got that in there, take your two blades. Measure how much clearance you got on your clutch pack. Okay, there's a 29. 29 I can get in there and it slides pretty easy. So let's put the 11 in there. And I can get the 11 in there without any problem either. So you got to remember too, this one's got a wave plate on the bottom. So the wave plate will take up some of that clearance. So you can see I've got it slid underneath the clutch here. See the blade? And then you slide your other one in there. So I got both blades in there. It's a little on the snug side. The minimum is 30 thousandths, so I've got the right amount of clearance. I'd rather it be a little on the snug side. Alright, now that you got that one in, we're going to do the 3/4. Now this is your bottom plate on the 3/4. If you notice, it's got the little tangs. Well, those tangs go in these open spots on the drum. Okay? So make sure the open tabs are in there because it sits right on top of that metal piece. So you got that. You're going to start with This one has no wave plate in it. You get a fiber. Okay, on your steel, if you notice the tangs are different sizes. See the wider tang and then they get closer together? Well, the wider tang goes in that same gap opening that I showed you just a minute ago, right here. These gap openings. So put them in there. So just build your pack. Fiber, steel, fiber, steel, fiber, steel, fiber. Getting ahead of myself, grabbing the wrong stack. You know, it's different when you do this every day and then you actually start teaching it. It's a whole different ball game. So it kind of throws your concentration off a little bit. And then you get your top plate. But before we put the top plate in, here's something that was left out of the other one. And these little springs right here, there's 5 of them. These are important. Don't leave them out. Okay? They go in those same gaps. Leave the big end of the spring up like that, and it slides down in that pocket right here. Slide those down in there. And then put your top plate on. And your stamp ring goes in there. Again, put your stamp ring opening in one of the tang areas. Okay. Give it a couple of applications. Alright, same thing. Take your 2 blades in there, and it's going to be about the same. If you get minimum on it's like 36, I think. Now that one slides in there real easy. Which, you know, that'd be 40 thousandths. Which 35 to 83 is the spec on that. So let's add a little to that. We're gonna do 29 and 15, which would be 44 thousandths. and that one's got some drag on it. So we're well within spec. I'm not crazy about this top plate. I don't think I've got a different one that I can use, but I do like the way it actually works real good. Alright, I want to check this. I want to check this air bleed hole right here. This one right here. I want to make sure that it's not bleeding off. And we're good. Nice and tight. Alright, I'm going to look at something. I've got some sonnax springs. I'm looking at this spring, y'all. If you look right there on the edge, this camera doesn't focus where you plug nickel. It's kind of like it's beveled a little bit right there on the edge. There you can see it a little bit. The ring's not supposed to be that way. Let's see if I've got another one. Yeah, see, this one's in much better shape, so we're going to use it. Alright, I grabbed some different 3/4 steels. Some that I've been holding back for a 700 R4 build. I guess it fits the same way, doesn't it? We're going to put this top plate in here. Yeah, that's not going to work. Even if I do yeah, it's way too thick. So we're going to have to use that thinner one, which is fine, but we're going to use this snap ring. Okay, we should be good. Alright, now the very last thing to complete the input housing is the forward sprag. And that is right here. But before we do that, we need to replace the bushings. So I'm going to end it right there. Alright guys, well I'm going to end it right there for this one. Because we're at a point where we need to put bushings in the rest of the transmission. So the pieces that don't already have new bushings in it, we're going to put some new bushings in those. That way it's all sealed up. So tomorrow, finish putting the reverse input housing together. And since I didn't get to it today, I'll show you the measurement. Well, you know how to do the measurement on the clutches. It's the same thing on the reverse input housing. Same thing. So anyway, I hope you like what you've seen. Please subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Hit that notification bell so you get an update when I upload new videos. Smash that like button. Comment and share with your friends. Let me know what you think. I love the fact that you guys are paying attention to this stuff. I know I'm kind of slack on videos here and there. This is just, it's a matter of time and getting them all together, and I'm a one-man show. I do the editing, I do everything. So anyway, till next time, take care of yourself, take care of each other. God bless you, and we'll see you in the next one. See you tomorrow. Bye.